Last month I decided to switch up my look and try some semi-permanent hair dye. If you're new to my channel, I'm prematurely gray and it took me a long time to grow it out, so it's very important to me that any semi-permanent color I put in my hair actually washes out fully. And seeing as there's pretty much no color left in my hair, I feel like I can give you a good insight on how L'Oreal Colorista works. Alright, let's get into it. Okay, so let's just do a quick overview of what L'Oreal says. So they say it's a temporary color that lasts up to 5 to 15 shampoos. No mixing is involved, it just comes in a squeezy tube. Squeezy squeezy, are you ready to go? It's vegan, there's no ammonia, and they highly recommend that you have blonde hair before you start. I'm going to throw up the little hair chart here, and if you don't, you have to bleach it. You don't have to, but like, it's not going to show up, trust me. Okay, let's get into the application. I found the application very easy. Like I said before, they give you a little squeeze tube. I just squeezed mine into a little mixing tray I already had, but it does come with a brush, which is nice. I feel like a lot of companies haven't done that. And it's easier to use than, say, Manic Panic, where it's like in a little jar. So those are some positives. Plus they give you 2 sets of gloves, which is good. It's very thoughtful actually, because they're anticipating the folks that don't want to actually, do a full application on their hair. I think a lot of people like to dabble in little highlights and streaks, maybe some ombre at the end when it comes to that kind of bold temporary color. So I think that's really nice, because I know I don't ever keep a pair of gloves around the house just for hair dyeing purposes. I mean, especially now that I don't dye my hair anymore. So yeah, I think that's really cool that, because if you don't use gloves, you're definitely going to stain your hands for a while. I mean, it's like bright purple, so I think that's really quite thoughtful of them. And like I mentioned, this is probably the 3rd time I'm mentioning this, the tube packaging, it's very convenient. It just has like a normal open-close cap. Squeeze it out, open close cap. So if you don't want to use the whole bottle in the first application, close it up, stores easily. I'd say that there's probably very little chance of it leaking just because of the thickness of the actual product. So I think everything in that aspect is actually very well thought out. Moving on to more application positives, because it is that nice kind of no ammonia, vegan formula, it doesn't burn, doesn't smell horrendous, you don't singe off all of your nose hair on the inside, your nostril hair, it's still intact after this. You don't have to open up every window in your house. So yeah, overall it's a very pleasant experience. So let's talk about the color payoff, which I think is probably one of the most significant things that people are looking for when it comes to a product like this. If you look at L'Oreal's website, this product is not very highly rated. A couple scrolls and you'll see some very negative reviews, but I think these are a little bit unfair. They are very specific on what color of hair you have to start with to see results. So I think that a lot of people kind of go into this thinking that maybe they can get away with not having light enough hair. I know I definitely did this back in the day when I used to experiment with permanent hair dyes. I'd be like, no, it'll lift. Nothing in this product is going to lift your hair any lighter. So depositing it, it's just depositing color, right? So if you have light brown hair and you put it on top, it's not gonna show up. And I know that's disappointing to some people. They do have products that will show up on light brown hair. I know it because I've tried them before, but you have to go with something deeper. This particular purple is not going to work for you. So it does seem that many people using this product did have unrealistic expectations going in. So I have brown hair and obviously like silver gray in a lot of areas, a lot. I mean, I don't know if it comes across on camera as not being any brown left, but there is definitely brown in here. And I will say that like the purple does not show up on this brown. It kind of gave me like an overall purple hue, but it wasn't even that impactful on me who's starting out with pieces that are almost near white. So I don't know how well it shows up on blonde, but you would think that kind of the white-ish gray hair would be one of the easiest colors to dye with that product. So yeah, very light for this particular shade. Like I said, I have tried like a burgundy-ish red shade from them before. I don't remember what it's called, and a red one, and they were great for the impact of the color. So if you're looking for something with more punch to it, definitely it's not this shade of purple. Okay, another very important thing we're going to discuss is the lasting power. So I washed my hair the day after I dyed it because I had some kind of, like excess buildup of the purple in my part that I didn't want to be, wearing in my hair for until whenever I decide to wash it next. So I wanted to get that out right away, and so much of the initial color comes out in that first wash. Really, the majority comes out in that first shampoo. I found with the next few shampoos that really most of the color was out, but it was some kind of like hanging on in my grays. It looked like maybe I kind of had overtoned my hair with purple shampoo, and there was like a purple tinge to it. So for the people really looking for lasting power, I think that they would be disappointed with this product. Okay, getting to my final thoughts, you might think that they're very obvious because I said this doesn't have lasting power and it's not very impactful. But whether you like this product is going to be very dependent upon what you're looking for. It's going to be extremely personal to everyone and the look that they're specifically trying to achieve. If you're non-committal and don't want to be married to some kind of funky bold color for too long, this is the perfect product for you. And this is exactly what I wanted too. I specifically picked out this brand because I know that it does tend to wash out quite quickly. And I didn't want to be stuck with purple hair for months on end. I just wanted to give myself like a little fun, quick change up. I already did the growing at the roots thing. I don't want to go back to that, so it's very important for me to have a product that washes out completely. Stripping shampoos would definitely work on this. Your more kind of cleansing, what are they called? Your clarifying shampoos, or even like Head and Shoulders, will most likely take a lot of this color out right away if you don't like it. So if you're not committed, you don't want a bright color for a long time, maybe you have to go back to the office, you just want to try something fun and quick, this product is for you. If you want something that lasts a very long time, you're not going to like this. If you're looking for that super bold color, that impeccable staying power, you'll definitely think this is a waste of money in a product. So I would avoid it. Really, it's all about preference, and for my purposes, I do like this product. Like I said, I've used it multiple times before, and I knew what I was getting myself into. So I give it a thumbs up for those people who want something truly temporary, except for blues and greens. Don't mess with those. I will not be responsible if they don't wash out. I will not. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. If you have any recommendations for semi-permanent hair brands that you think I should try, let me know in the comments below. Like I said before, I will not venture into the realm of like natural looking hair colors. Like I'm not going to put a brown semi-permanent on this because I'm just too worried about the staining. And plus I like having silver hair now. But if you have any good recommendations, especially for anyone else who finds himself clicking on this video and watching it, tell us below what you think. I don't know, I've heard Arctic Fox before, I've tried Manic Panic, it seemed pretty good, but you guys let me know. Thanks again for watching, and I want you to remember, don't just make up your face, make up your mind too, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.